now, the Grim and Shadow Show.
All right. Yeah, what is it? You already know what we doing, man. It's the Grim and Shadow Show. Every Thursday, you know what it is. The Grim and Shadow Show. Trying to get Shadow in here, man. Shadow jumped in quick. Okay, Shadow, I see you, boy. We're gonna get this roll call going, man. Every Thursday. It's the Grim and Shadow. None other than Grim and Shadowski. Let's see who we got in here, man. Carlos from Texas. We on the roll call. Them damn Mexicans. I see you. Hood Made 53. The all button butt out. What? BCOG 79. Burger on the beat. Back with it. I see you, boy. Elm Street 214. That's that what? That triple T. I see you, Elm Street. What's up, man? We got a good show tonight, man. We got a cool ass show tonight. Um, we're gonna be talking about some classic movies. Shadow got his classics. I got my classics. Ruben Alvarez, what is it? Junior 1-4. Herrera Holland 1. We in the building, man. It's the roll call.
Lala
Our
Boys.
boys. Tejano
Tehana.
Houston. Tejana Vicente. You just joined the Grim and Shadow Show. What is it?
Nicholas
This is the
Perez,
roll,
97.9.
this is the roll call. It's photos, man. There's photos over here. Herrera Holland out there in Fort Worth, Texas. You already know what it is. Mixed by Vic 713. Big A just joined. I see you, man. You in the roll call, baby. It's the Grim and Shadow Show every Thursday. David Trujillo, 88.7. Legirino. Achinga. JJ Judo. You in the roll call, Mateo DFW 214. We got the triple D in here. Leg of my balls. Gas Gang 713. You know that's Gas
What's up,
Gang.
guys, gang?
Gus TX 52 HGC. What is it? This is the roll call, man, on the Grim and Shadow Show every Thursday, 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock. We don't stop.
7
Paleta
p.m.
Carrera
Central.
Hera. Cala. Man, I fucked all that up, man. Paleta Callejera. Ah, yeah, wait. Mungwai, Mungwai 5621. I see. I hope I said that right. Houston represents just joined us. Simplify Familia.
Simplify
Las
Familia.
Adames, man. We got a lot of gas gang in here. The gas gang are the
What's up,
regular
man?
viewers, man.
Houston
Be a gas gang
represents.
member, man. I see you, man. I see all y'all,
Carlos
man.
from Texas.
It's time. Okay, we on time. We got 3 minutes. Okay, shit. You right. You so right. I love our viewers, man. They on time and on point with the game and everything. So we're gonna take the A-side, man. It's me and Shadow. It's a Grim and Shadow show, and right there down there, man, that's Shadowlinsky and
Right there up there, man. That's your boy Grim, man. And we've been doing it here, man, for a little while. Man, we already show up every Thursday, 7 p.m. Central, right here on Instagram live. And the edits will be on YouTube soon, man. Y'all check out Grim and Shadow TV, man, on YouTube, man. Check out all the backstories and stuff like that. What you been up to, Grim? What's going down?
I'm just saying, man, that the theme this year. Oh, by the way, on the B side, we got the questions and answers, man. So down there at the bottom with that question, you already know, Gas Gang. You hit them questions, man. You give us a lot of questions. The more questions we get, the more answers you get. But
You asked, we answered.
today's theme, we're talking about classic movies, man. And I pose a question every time, but really we're gonna talk about classic movies. But it dawned on me, I was talking about class because I'm just asking Shadow. I mean, are our classic movies kind of like too inappropriate for these viewers, these Gen Z viewers, these is it inappropriate for them? Like, okay, I got an example. What I'm saying is like you can't say the F word, and I'm not talking about fuck. I'm talking about you can't talk about gays like or you know what I'm saying? You can't say the F word, but there's movies with the F word in it, right? And I watch a lot of westerns. I watch a lot of, I'm not saying that's one. I'm just making a point. I'm just making an example, right? What I'm saying is, what else can you come up with? Is something
What are you saying? What are you saying,
what I'm
brother?
saying
What
is,
are you?
can the youngsters handle the movies that we grew up with, bro? Can they take it for what it is? Like me and you, we're movie guys. We're movie. We love movies. Hold on, I want to say, and what it mean is, we can watch a movie from the past. I like a lot of westerns and stuff, and they got some shit in them westerns, and then the way they even call us, you know. I've seen a movie. I can't remember the movie, but they brought, they talk about Mexicans bad in the movie. You know what I'm saying? In the West, you know, but what I'm saying,
Or like back in the days in the Archie Bunker days when they would use, certain words, you just, saying to trigger, an audience.
there
And
you go. That's the
to
word,
be
man.
honest with you, okay, if you're asking, can this generation handle it? Yeah, they can handle it, man. I don't think that they can't. They
There
can't.
you,
There's nothing they can't handle.
hold on,
The
Shadow.
thing about it is that
Hold on.
the thing about
I don't want to cut you off, but look, Third Coast
well,
Classics, and keep on coming with your comments on. We're watching the stream, and we're recording it, man. So you can go back on YouTube, on Grim TV or Grim and Shadow TV. And look, he said, I
what's up, bro?
recommend a young coworker watch Blazing Saddles. And dude came back highly offended. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Blazing Saddles is a comedy. Come on, man. It's a comedy.
Yeah, that's a classic comedy. You know what I'm saying? With Gene Wilder and yeah, I mean even when he did
But
Frankenstein, the Frankenstein movie,
but
it probably was offensive to some people, but
but nah,
I,
not
I
like
mean,
Blazing
look,
Saddles, Shadow. Come on, Blazing
no, Blazing
Saddles. Go back
Saddles
and
is
watch
straight up.
that movie now.
But Blazing Saddles is a satire. That's more like
But
satire, isn't
that's
it?
my point, Shadow.
So they can't handle the satire.
Bro, you see how they act at these comedy clubs right now. They can't take a joke.
They they can't take a joke. Well, that's fun.
And I don't
That's
mean,
too bad.
look, I shouldn't say
Okay,
they.
so when you
I
say
don't
that
mean to
they don't
say
have
they. I don't mean to say they. I
the
say some people, and it seems like the
don't have
younger
the thick
generation,
skin. They don't.
they,
Some people
they
don't have the
can't
thick
take a
skin.
joke. Right. Right.
They don't have the thick skin to take a joke. Well, then don't go to a comedy show, man. Don't watch it. You know what I'm
Or
saying?
okay,
Don't
you're
watch
right.
it.
I agree.
Don't watch it. It's not for you. You know what I mean? Turn it off. But if you're gonna make a scene about it because you watched it and you saw it, get over it.
Okay, so
Get over it.
do you think these movies should be canceled or not even broadcast on
No, I don't
some of
think
these
so.
now?
That's like saying you're taking books out of schools, like Tom Sawyer, the books that we read when we were coming up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Now you're gonna start taking movies out of schools. You're gonna take books out of schools. I mean, come on, man.
Well, look,
You know what I
this is
mean?
not a political show. You know that, Shadow. We don't get into
It's not.
politics,
It's not.
and
We're not gonna go
we're
there.
not in about religion or
All right,
politics.
party foul.
You know,
All right, all right.
be
I get it.
you. But what I'm saying, you're right though. You got a good point. What are you gonna do? Take all the books out of the library? I mean, I'm not to be political, but at the same time, what are you gonna do? I can't watch Scarface because he says
Right.
fuck. He says fuck every fucking word.
Didn't the group name themselves after that? Blink 182.
Look, so them damn Mexicans said it's like being offended by Tropic Thunder, where Robert Downey Jr. wore blackface, and
Right. Okay.
that whole character that he did, and I thought it was amazing. Like I didn't even think, man, bro. I went to that. Well, let's be honest. I'll be honest. I went to the movie with JoJo, and we were fucked up. We went. It was funny as shit. We were cracking. We were probably overly cracking up, and but
But you didn't get the satire. You didn't get the
I
satire at
did.
all about it.
I cracked up. I was like,
I mean,
this shit is hella funny because I knew what was going on. You know what I mean? I could see it. And I didn't even think about the blackface, bro. To be honest with you, I thought of him as himself playing a character that was a method actor who went all the way. He went all the way as a method actor, bro. In that movie, he was a method actor, and his character was somebody who was, you know, serious, man. He wanted, if I'm gonna play a
no,
blackface,
I
I'm gonna
know.
play.
That's what I'm saying. But like, okay, I mean, do you think that it's derogatory or makes is it does it mean something for a male to dress as a female for a role in a movie? You know what I'm saying? You have like, okay, Cat Williams, he makes a big deal about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna wear no dress. You know what I'm saying? But other artists have wore dresses and they played those roles. Is that offensive? There's been
The whole
Dustin
dress thing,
Hoffman
I ain't
who
falling for that
played.
shit. Like white
Look,
chicks
look.
is a
Dustin
classic. I don't
Hoffman
want to hear that
played
shit.
for Two Feet and got an Academy nomination, if not Academy, you know what I'm saying, for an Oscar for doing it. But you put somebody else in that kind of position, and it's looked down upon. I don't know.
Look,
One of my favorite actors, Tiny Lister, was against it too. You know what I'm saying? I love Tiny, man. So, he's top notch. You know what I'm saying?
but
So
that's what
you
I
ain't gonna
say.
put me in
But
no
that's what
group.
I say. To each their own. You know what I'm saying? If one wants to do it and one
Right.
doesn't, okay. But Third Coast Classic said even old cartoons have warnings on them, like Heckle and Jekyll and others. Official Ramsey, what's up, Nino? What up, man? Oh man, it fell off, man. Damn, dude, I lost his shit, dude. That's que pasó, way. He was talking
But
shit.
see, well, cartoons, man, cartoons. Man, I love cartoons, especially for cartoons from back in the day. Like one of my favorites is Heckle and Jekyll because they were cartoons and they felt like they could do anything. You know what I'm saying? Because they were cartoons. And and cartoons from back in the days, I could see some of them being offensive. You know what I mean? Because they were just like Archie Bunker was. You know what I'm saying? The different shows were back in those days. It's like they used the race card. Or they would be blunt about shit. The Flintstones, if you really kind of look at them, they would, it was all classes. They had their hierarchy, of who was the boss and then who wasn't and who was the leader,
Right.
who was. So it's all about like different kind of, what do you call them now? Those Easter eggs. You look at, when you see cartoons now, and you look at it and say, "Oh shit, what was it really portraying? What was it really talking about?" And cartoons from back in the days,
Hood,
every cartoon did
hood,
that shit. It's like the Bugs Bunny and Roadrunner show, man. The shit,
bro,
all the damn
bro.
fucking.
Okay, yeah. Hood made 53 said Tom and Jerry, the Tom and Jerry lady. I think I know what he's talking about. That your cousin Prolific 35. Uh, we were talking about Blazing Saddles. Rogelio, we were saying he said, "Hell, could we watch Blazing Saddles today?" Shit, I don't think half the. I don't think half. I know what. I think these youngsters. I know these youngsters can't watch that shit.
Yeah,
They'll fucking
look,
freak out. Some people
one
have
of my
no funny
favorite,
bones. Them damn Mexicans. Some people have no funny bones in their body, and they're
Speedy
miserable for real.
Gonzalez.
Uh,
BCOG 79 says Speedy Gonzalez. Exactly. It's all satire on whatever. If they came out with an Asian, I mean, they had the big glasses with the buck teeth. I mean, it wasn't nice, you know what I'm saying? But that's the way stereotypical, satire comedy is portrayed back in those days. You know what I'm saying? One of my favorite movies, and you put it on the poll, right? You know this, Paul. One of the all-time favorite movies,
did you
and
vote on
and
the
yes,
poll, Shadow?
I did. I was number
So it
three,
was it was it was us two and somebody else.
and somebody else.
Hey, y'all vote on the
So,
poll, bro. We're trying to figure it out. Go ahead, Shadow. I'm sorry.
the
He answered.
Godfather. Can you watch the Godfather now? You know what I'm saying, and not be, you know, offended. As because there's a lot of
Well,
N word going around, or not even the N word.
well,
It's really just the way
well,
or they feel that they express themselves about it. You know
well,
what I
the
mean?
way they treated women, right? So let's just even start
The
there,
way
right?
we treat women, the
The
whole
way
yeah, the
women,
whole
the way
thing.
we women were, I guess, their 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 part in their whole role, was it was all it was a very man. What's the word I'm trying to say?
Masculine,
Masculine. There you go.
machismo. And the thing about it is that it was, yeah, the women of today when they watch that, it's like they're gonna be like, that's some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? The men ruled the world.
Right on.
You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
so
So
it's 7:14, man. Gas gang. I appreciate y'all chiming in and letting us know. We got E45 in there. What is it, man? Don't forget on the second half of the show, we got questions, man. We take all your questions. Shadow, Shadow will answer as best as he can. What up?
that's my favorite part
That's your favorite
is
part,
part
Shadow?
B.
Official,
Yeah, my favorite side is B side. I like the discussions and stuff, but you know what I'm saying. But it's all right.
so
What's up,
they asked me where's the
E45?
poll? Where's the poll? Ramsey Nino said, "Where's the poll, bro? I'll vote." It's whenever I make a post for the on. I try to get in a couple of promos for the show for before the Thursday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever, any given
The
day.
thing
But when
about
I post about those polls, I mean post about those polls. When I post about the show, at the bottom you'll see there's a poll, man, and you can vote on and man, I be asking some good questions, man. Nobody even man, dude,
but
on
Paul,
Facebook they don't
but
even
but but
man, come
but
on.
but
Just
Paul, you can't. You got to post it more than once. See, because you know what I'm saying. You only post it one
man,
time,
bro,
man.
I got a job, bro. Shit, what the fuck you talking about? I got shit to do. The fuck you think I sit around all day just fucking posting on seas? I'm not general Gen Z, bro. I'm General X, fool.
What's up? Look at that, Isaac Sanchez. What's up, man?
Bro,
Us
Memphis
only
said that
just
was the
joined.
whole Rockefeller agenda. God, bro, this motherfucker was goddamn.
I
Uh,
keep.
you gonna get down with the conspiracy theories and everything. Hey, I appreciate all y'all checking this out, man. This is the Grim and Shadow Show every Thursday. Man,
What's up,
from
man?
from 7. What up, Nene? What from 7 to 8.
Oh shit, she's in Vegas. Oh hell, Bash will be out there. I think.
Why didn't you get us a ticket? Shit. You gonna be at the game,
What's
Nene?
up? That's dope. That's dope. That's
Shadow,
dope. I think
what
they're
up?
gonna have the honors tonight. After this, after our show, go check out the NFL honors. I'm gonna see who gets the Peyton Award.
Shadow, stop acting like you care about what's happening with sports, bro. Stop.
Come on, Paul. Let me know. Let us know what's going on, Paul. Come on.
I'm not
Here we
saying
go,
nothing.
Mr. Sports Guy.
Shadow, you already know, man. Taylor Swift ain't gonna make it. That's what Shadow knows.
He's
Shadow
in
be like,
Tokyo.
man, is she gonna make it or not?
Tokyo.
No, she's working.
Yeah.
Oh man, they got you working, girl. God dang. Hey,
Ah, damn.
what y'all doing for Super Bowl shit? I'm watching the game, man. Shadow's watching the halftime. I'm watching the game. He wants to see Usher do some pelvic thrusts or something. He wants to see
Hey
Lil
man.
Jon.
Hey. I used to watch the Super Bowl for the commercials, man, but they ain't been live like they used to be back in the days, man. So I mean, I don't know. I'm not, my grandson Eli. Shout out to Eli. What's up, cuz? My grandson, he's a 49ers fan, so he's gonna, I guess we'll see if he's gonna learn about defeat and see how that feels, or he's
So
gonna,
who you got? By the way, what
rejuvenate.
that brings up, who you got? You got a team?
I go for the AFC, Paul. Don't you remember? I told you that the last time.
Shadow, don't copy me, bro. Just because we're twins, bro. Stop copying, bro. Why you keep copying?
Hey, dude. Like I said last time, dude. I don't have a dog in the fight, man. I don't really care too much about any of the two teams. What I would like, hey, look, I think it's funny how NFL has really, really focused on the Kelsey and the fucking, damn, bro. Why I gotta be, what I'm saying? I mean, I get it. I get it. It's a
Oh,
love story.
Brandon.
But if he wins and then he proposes to her on the 50-yard line, I'm gonna be like, come on, guys. It's staged. It's
Shadow,
staged,
shut
man.
up,
You know
man.
what I'm
See, this is what I mean about this guy. Man, you're not a sport, bro. Stop. Brandon said, "Let's go Niners."
saying? It's like a soap
Brandon,
opera,
my
dude.
boy
So
Brandon.
NFL is nothing but a big soap opera,
I
dude.
see
That's all sport is.
Brandon's like you, bro. He's over here. Let's go Niners, man. This fool don't watch sports, bro. Let me get my real sports fans out there. What's up, Mark? I see you. I feel that commercial comment. Chachi 713 said, who we got? Who else is talking? Uh, Renee's at Mandalay Bay Convention. Said, oh, she saw CJ Stroud today. Man, that's what's
Oh,
up. Give me an
look.
autograph, girl. I need an autograph. What's up? What y'all doing for Super Bowl? I'm watching the game. Have y'all listened to the SPM new song, Texas Vicente is asking you, Shadow? What's the song about? I ain't heard about it.
At the end of the podcast, he did a remix to a SPM and versus Carlos, and I had heard it before. You know what I'm saying? But it's a crazy. It's a dope. Come on, man. It's straight up Carlos. Typical Carlos SPM versus part two.
Th-
Part two.
Wait, Carlos versus SPM?
Yeah, and then he's gonna come with another song next week, every week he's coming with a song, and the next one is a what was it? What's the name of it? Oh damn, I forgot the name of it. Damn it,
Man,
I meant to write it
it's all
down,
that shit you smoke, bro.
bro. Bro, get out my mix, dog. Why you in my shit, dog?
Are you serious right now?
Why you
Are you
say,
serious?
bro?
Are you
Hey,
serious?
dog. Why you got
Why you getting all
say
close
back
on me,
up?
bro?
Say back
Back
up,
up,
man. Back
back
up,
up,
dog.
back up.
Say, man, back up, dog. Back up, man.
Stop, fool. Come on, man.
Back up. I'm finna hit right. Hey, look. What was the name of that song, man?
Huh?
Damn.
You don't know. See,
But now,
if you,
now
hey,
that now
if you
no,
tell
but
the
the
truth, you
song
ain't
next
gotta
week is
have a good
really gonna
memory,
be.
bro.
I don't. I had some a selective short term memory. Look, but it is going to be a new song. Like the one he did is kind of like a remix. It was part two of SPM
Right
versus
you?
Carlos.
Right you?
It was all right. I talked to Carlos earlier today. We was talking about it.
All right, let's get on the classics, man. So, all right, we went down to the classics. All right, fool. Let's get off the subject of if they're appropriate or not. I don't give a damn. I'm gonna watch them for life. Uh, I'm gonna keep watching. I'm gonna let my kids watch it, man. It's real, man. These are all period pieces, y'all. So,
So you
shout,
mean to
shout,
tell me that we can't? They want, but seriously, bro, you think that they couldn't take movies? You know,
yeah, they will, bro. They'll take shit.
they ban movies.
They'll ban
How
movies,
you gonna
bro. They'll
ban?
cancel movies like they cancel everything, bro. They cancel fucking. They'll cancel your balls if you let them. You better
Okay,
hold on to your
what
balls.
movie would you?
You
So
better hold on to your balls,
they would
bro. They gonna can't come and chop them off,
Blazing Saddles. They'll never play Blazing.
bro.
That's
They
just a
hey,
funny
bro. You
movie.
better collect that motherfucker and keep it on something because they gonna ban it
Yeah,
when
that is
we
a
shouldn't even
crazy ass
say nothing
movie.
because now it's gonna get out and everybody's gonna blame Grim and Shadow.
Yeah,
Hey, fuck that.
damn.
Hey, we ain't. It wasn't our fault, man. That we're trying to say it's a damn good movie, man. Y'all gotta check it. It's funny as fuck. It's not appropriate. Look, it wasn't appropriate then. The fuck, that was the whole point
Hood
about it.
made 53 said that's why they probably canceled part two of Ray Donovan. I mean, shit. You right. Or look at where was it that one Mad Men? Did you see that series where back in the days they were advertising cigarettes, and that was more like a male, dominant, what I mean, type of movie
But it's a
where the
period
women.
piece again. Going back to periods, opting of the period pieces, man. You know what I'm saying? It just like Godfather. That's the way the times were. It's all about a lot of it's like that. The westerns that I watch, man. Go. My favorite western is High Plains Drifter. Now I don't know why he has to rape the town whore as soon as he gets in town after he kills every. You get what I'm saying? So it's just a part of the movie. I don't understand it to be honest with you because it's not a part of our lifestyle or whatever you want to call it. But
Right,
it's a movie. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand
right,
that part.
right.
I
I
recommend
get,
that
I
movie all
get
the
it.
time,
I
but I'll be
get.
like, man,
Yeah, I
it's
can
one
see how
part,
that
man. It's
that could
crazy,
be offensive.
huh?
Mm. I mean, I remember, when Passion came out and everybody saw the. Now is that different though? That's different. That's just
Why?
when Jesus was tortured. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And people just couldn't take it in the theaters. They were walking out of the
You're
theaters.
talking about the Passion of Christ, which was directed by Mel Gibson.
By Mel Gibson.
So
Right.
you go look back at that movie, yeah. Even then, right? Again, it's not. It is the same though because it offended people then, right? And this is the
Right.
story of Christ. Now you can just say this the story of Christ. That's what my point, Shadow. Today you could say this it's a real true opinion. Now Jews from what I gathered, the Jews at that time did not like that movie because of what how it portrayed the Pharisees, right? And it say that they basically sent Jesus to the cross because they took him to the Romans, which was Pontius Pilate, and they took him to him and said, "Hey man, this dude is claiming to be
But
the."
there
But see what I'm
there
saying?
were
It got so
Pharisees
graphic,
in the council that vouched for Jesus too. You know what I'm saying? At the
right?
same time in the Bible. But see, like, okay. Same thing, same
The
reaction,
Passion of the
different movie.
Christ, Hood made. There you go.
Scarface scene where they butcher, he chops up, you know what I'm saying? Fernandez. You know what I'm saying?
Right when he uses the
When
chainsaw, the chainsaw, and it cuts off his.
right. That people ran out the movie house. That it's same reaction. You know what I'm saying? It's just was it the gore or was it the just the content
Well,
behind it, the meaning, you know what I'm saying? What was it?
both. It was both for Passion of Christ. I think it was both. Like what you're saying, people were offended by just the graphicness of it, right? But at the same time, there were also a community of the Jews that were didn't appreciate. I think, and you got to go back and look. I'm just speaking out of the side of my neck. I mean, I really.
When you're saying the Jews, I'm thinking in Scarface that maybe there was Cubanos or that felt they didn't like the way they were being portrayed. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm not saying just the goriness. You're talking about a class of people who are seeing this movie and you're being portrayed as
And maybe,
nothing but gangsters and murderers and drug dealers.
and maybe they didn't
And
appreciate that it was an Italian
they
that was
didn't
portraying a
appreciate that.
Cuban.
And now since that movie's been going on, that's how some people are looked upon as. And they're regular Cubanos, you know what I'm
Shadow.
saying? Just like
They said D Gotti 713 said, I can see Shadow being a pastor. Me
what
too.
the
Me too. Man, that's funny because that's been said before.
That's funny because somebody's told us that before.
Hey,
That's crazy.
so we got 3 minutes, man. Don't forget, man. The second half of the show on the B side, hit that little question mark in that bubble, man. Load up the question. I see a few questions already, man. We're gonna have a good one today, I think. Third coach classes, man. So don't forget that B side. Third coach classes said even the Exorcist first came out. My mom was a teenager working at theater downtown in Houston, and they had priests and paramedics on site because it was messing people up. Nothing like it at the time. I remember, and that's a good movie too. That's the horror classic. Now we didn't even talk about that crime classic, western classic, a horror classic. That was Anthony, right? Anthony, my son. Man, him and his mother, my ex-wife, his mother, they love fucking horror movies, and he's right. Remember that scared the shit out of us when we were kids. The Exorcist. Remember that?
Uh, that was one of the scariest movies I ever seen in my life. Because when did it come out? I mean, we were probably what 7 or 9, and even the Omen, Jackson Mark with that's a Mark. So
Monstro.
Mark Flores. Uh, uh, he what you call it? He says he was afraid of the Omen, and that movie scared the crap out of me too.
The Omen.
You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
because
I
he
mean,
was the supposed to be the devil resurrected, and he had the mark of the devil on his head and shit. Talking about that movie?
yeah, yeah, that
Man,
was
but
just like
that chick,
crazy.
man, that chick, bouncing off and down her bed, and that shit freaked us out, bro. It was crazy. Amityville Horror made some. That was crazy. That was a true story. Both of them actually.
Yeah,
Exorcist was based
that one
on
made
a
me.
true event.
He said that one made me shit my
Damien,
pants.
I cabrón,
That
what the
that one was a
Damien?
scary
He's right.
movie.
Huh? What?
That one was a scary movie. That Amityville horror shit. Get out! You know what I'm
What about
saying?
what
Blood
about
rock movie.
what about The Shining? Red Rum.
The Shining, like I mean, I don't know, man. The
All
Shining was
right,
kind
all
of
right.
like, yeah.
Stanley Kubrick. It doesn't float your boat. I get you. Is that how you say float your boat? Float. The Night of the
That one
Living
was
Dead.
it
Hey,
was a slow movie.
there's some good Rosemary's Baby. I caught 'em. They're coming with some good ones, man. We got about 10
Man,
seconds.
we some movie buffs. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Now I'm gonna tell you right now. I challenge anybody to some Godfather trivia. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Y'all
put
want
it in
some?
the
I'm the
question
king
mark.
of
Just put it in
Godfather
the
trivia.
question bubble, dude. But you
All
already know what
right, you know
time
what
it
I'm
is.
saying?
You already know what time it is. And
Old
Shadow, it's
school
your turn. It's the
exorcist.
roll call time for what? The B side on the Grim and Shadow show.
Hold up.
That right there, Shadow.
Ho-
That right there is Shadow Linsky right there down there. And
That right there, that's Grim. Grim 713, man. And we right here chilling. with you on the B side of the Grim and Shadow Show, man. Let me do a short roll call. Let me see who's in here. I see Monstro's in here. What's up, Monstro? What's up, Ramsey? I see BCOG79. I see I'm Screw, Third Coast Classics, DC N6, Do Lopez. There you go. I see I hope I pronounce this right. Pipo Too Real or People Too Real. Us only's in here. Jackson Mark, that's my boy Mark Flores. Jose G's in here. Namely, what's going down over there? We need to get a broadcast and see what's going live in the Super Bowl weekend in Las Vegas. Hood May 53. 713 Adam Perez is in here, man. We got a room full, man. Mixed by Vix in here. Stephen from the East, D Gotti 713, Herrera Holland, David Trevo, man. We all in here, but hey, it's the B side right here, man. Checking it with this boy right here, Grim 713.
That boy right there, Shadow the OG.
I love this side, man. This side is that question and answer. So if you got a question, man, hit that question mark right there and give us a question. And we gonna, talk about, anything that you want to talk about. If you ask,
You get the
man,
answer. Oh, we should have fucking fucked up. Man, I fucked it. I was trying to get these. I was trying to go back and see what people said.
yeah, it's called multitasking, Paul.
Do it
That's what we
again. Do it
do.
again.
Nah, man, it's too late.
Damn, dog. All right, look, us only said check out the website for some real collectors flicks. She's right, man. She's got a lot of horror flicks. We're talking about classic on the A side. We're talking about classic movies. And go back and check it out on Instagram or YouTube. But we're talking about classic movies, and at the end we was talking about classic horror flicks, horror classics. And bro, us only is a horror flick. What do you call it? Just what do you call that, man? She just
What
love
horror
horror.
flick? What?
They just love horror flick. They got everything. With man, dude, they would make my son jealous of all the shit they got. But she knows what's up with the horror flicks. American Psycho. Remember American Psycho? Part two was stupid. Um, Third Coast Classic. Willie Schlunker. What the fuck? But and the Badonka Family. Cold classic. God damn. All right. Southeast Sambo said I never got my hat from Shadow. Yeah. I just I just
What?
pulled that.
Hey, hold up, man. What hat?
Southeast Sambo, hit him up. Direct message. There he is.
Hold up, man. A most hated hat or what? What kind of hat?
I don't know, man. I'm
Hit
just
me up,
saying,
man.
yo.
I got you. Got a hot dog, bro. Damn, that motherfucker came from left field.
Shadow. Okay, we just take the questions one by one as they come. So in no particular order, promise. BCOG79 said, have y'all listened to the Mexican OT and the baby new song and what y'all think? Damn, I ain't heard it, man. I'm sleeping, bro. I've been working though. I
I
took a
heard
nap.
it.
You heard it?
Yeah, I heard it.
What it say?
I think I think Mexican OT killed it. You know what I'm saying? If you ask me, I
Okay.
mean it was a hype. You know what I'm saying? It was what do you call that? It was like a riff off of Pulp Fiction, right? And OT was Vince Vega, and what
Oh,
you
so
call
that
it?
wasn't. I saw that, but I thought that was a gag. I ain't gonna lie. I just thought it was a gag.
Yeah, the baby was Jules. You know what
I
I'm
saw
saying?
that.
And
No,
it's a
of course.
scene. It's
No,
a
for
scene
real.
where they shoot. Yeah, of course. Well,
That'd be
some
funny
people
if it
don't
was the other
know.
way
Maybe
around, though.
some
It would
people
be
don't
cool.
may not know
Mexican
Samuel
OT
Jackson.
with the Jerry curl and shit.
It's a scene where they shoot the hand cannon, and he has a divine intervention. He chooses to be a bum, according to Vince Vega, and he thinks he's gonna walk the earth like kung fu.
This one.
Yo, is that Mr. OT? Hey, where he is? Where he is?
All right, I'm checking it out. I saw the video. I'm gonna check it out later. I don't want to play too much because they'll cut us off. But that was a good question. I'm gonna check it out right
Where
quick.
he at? Where he at? It's nice, man. It's nice. I like it. What did you think about it, Big COG?
Yeah,
Did
let
you
us
like
know,
it?
man. Let us know on the stroll, man. Shadow's supposed to be. See, I can't rush all this. Like Shadow. You got to be watching the thread, bro. What you doing, man? Over there sipping and shit, man. Come on.
Oh man, I'm drinking water, man. I gotta lose weight.
Let's see. Let's go to the
Also,
next one. What's the next one, Shadow?
Stephen from the East, man, 713. He said, "Yo, Graham, have you seen the SPM podcast and how do you feel about it?"
Again, I'm sleeping, man. What the fuck? He's got a podcast?
Oh my god,
What?
bro, what are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm working. SPM got some podcast. What do
Dude,
you say?
so he's got a podcast with his daughter, and he's talking about like when he comes home, the first thing he's gonna do and
I
stuff
see.
like that.
See, you
That's
got.
why they said, if you heard his latest song, because at the end of the thing, he did a song. He
Oh,
put out a song, like a remix to SPM and Carlos. Where are you? What are you doing?
bro, I'm getting money, bro. I'm bagging, man. I'm trying to get the bag, man.
Yo, Grim.
I'm trying to stay.
Yeah, it was tight, man.
Huh?
The podcast was tight, Grimmy.
Huh? It was tight.
It was nice.
I'm gonna go look
It
at it
was.
too. Let me pull it up right quick. Hold on, we're gonna do this. Hey, I'll pull it out. I'm gonna watch that after the
Hey,
Missing OT.
make
Uh,
that your second tab
I'm gonna do
that
that.
you gonna
I'm
do.
pulling it up right
Do
now.
your homework.
Look, I'm putting. I got homework
Monster
and shit.
Monster 713 Monstro. He said, if y'all remember the old school movie Legend with Tom Cruise, where
Hell
there are some
yeah,
demons on there
bro.
that used to scare the shit out of me as a child.
Because it's
That was the
horns.
coldest. Hey,
Because the horns.
that was the coldest
Are,
devil. Like, say, remember that? Say he had the big old horns, the way
bro,
he talked.
I love that movie, bro. It was a badass movie. I still. It's funny because they funny. Who brought that up? It's funny they brought that up because um, I was just showing the girls that movie. I found it and I played it for him, and I was like, and I think Gisela dug it. 'Cause, Gisela dances, and Juliet was like, Juliet, dude, she funny as shit. All right, I got the
Oh,
let's see.
and the reason they were probably asking about the podcast, I think Los was saying something. They said right here, D Gotti said Los said he was going to get you to move back to the H. I thought you get.
Oh man, hey, I love. Look, see, the funny thing is, y'all, that's the fun. Uh, look, man. Look, man, I got the H in my heart. You know what I'm saying? I carry the H with me. The H is right here. Look, bro. Look, who represents, bro? I live in North Texas.
You know what? You have to, Paul, where you're at. You have to, because if you don't, then they're going to question you
It's
every
not
day.
even about that.
You know
No,
what
no,
I'm
no, 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 no. I don't give a damn. I got thick skin, my friend. Look. It's not about that. It's me. Man, if I didn't want to wear this, I wouldn't wear this. And I don't give a damn what people say. What that family too. And you know how our family is. They're gonna get me. Where's Ro? He's still in here. But
Yeah, Rolific, my
yeah,
cuz.
okay.
Hey,
So bro,
mixed
I mean,
mixed
look,
by
man.
Vic.
Look,
Hey,
man.
back to the
I'm a
back to
I'm
the
a
questions,
true I'm
bro.
a true H Town
Yeah,
fan, man.
yeah,
Don't
yeah,
start,
yeah.
man.
Stop, man.
All right, go ahead.
But no,
Let's get to it, man. We
mixed
already
by Vic, man. He said, "What was the hardest verse to write?" Question for both. You go first, Grim. What was the hardest verse for you to write? I got to think about it.
damn. Shit. Off the top of my head, I mean, there's so many. Hardest verse. Shit. Okay. Well, truth. Let me answer. I can't answer that one as fast. I got to think about it. But while I think about it, Shadow. Everybody knows that it takes me forever to write a verse anyway. So it took me 3 months to write "Future." I'm your future. To me, and when I say 3 months, you're talking about collecting all the times I took time to write. You know what I mean? Because I didn't write that song, straight. That's not how I write, right? You know that. So it's the time that I actually took down and said, all right, I'm gonna listen to this song. I'm gonna, write to it. Or I'm gonna, get them finger snaps and hand claps. And I already I got me an idea and I'm writing to it and I'm still, all right, let me finish this song. Then I go to Shadow or somebody and say, man, I need this tempo right here. You're right. Or I marry a song when I hear a song. So it takes me a while to write a rap, right? So what's the hardest verse? I would say the harder verses for me to write are the fastest verses, right? The ones I had to write on a dime, right?
So
We need this
so
song right
which
here,
one
right
did
now.
you write on the dime?
So thinking about
Which
it
one?
like that, and just anything that I could think of off top, when we were doing the Lone Star Rider albums, a lot of those rhymes on the Lone Star Rider albums were some of my hardest rhymes to write because you had Los in there, Bash in there, Happy in there, and everybody else, Low G,
Max
Rashi,
Minnelli in there.
Rashi, bro, Max Minnelli, bro. You feel me?
Low G.
I mean, so I had to stay on it, just like when I was writing on the Most Hated albums because Lord Loco was the one that I could handle the rest.
I get,
I
but
could
it was
handle the
like that
rest of
too
it,
at Southern
but
Brown.
Lord Loco,
It was
he
like
would
that
go toe to toe,
at,
huh?
Loco's a beast. You know what I'm
Well, that's what I'm
saying?
saying. Lord Loco kept me on my toes. So a lot of my best rhymes were, I think, because of Lord Loco, because we had like a friendly competition going on. But to answer the question, my hardest verse to write, I can't pinpoint that, but my hardest verses to write were all the verses that I had to write where I was in a room and they had a song. Same thing with the Stewie Brothers. That's why I was last on all the fucking Stewie Brothers songs because it was hard for me to
the
come up.
first person to finish was
Went
recorded
first. That's the
first.
way the Stewies did it. And if you listen to the songs, if I was first, then I was in my groove. Let me tell you, they didn't never put nobody. If you you had to finish the verse first, and that was probably if I would say the Stewie brother rhymes were probably the hardest rhymes that I had to write.
To answer the
So go
question,
listen.
like as a producer, as a thing, I never wrote a verse and looked for a beat for one. I was always making a beat, and to me, a verse was written before the beat. We, my brother wrote just hand claps and finger snaps. So in a way, I would write
ACC,
the
that's what it
same
was.
way. But usually I would have a song, a chorus, a hook first. So the hardest songs for me to write are a song that didn't have a hook because I didn't know what would be the story. You know what I'm saying? And there were songs that were like that. It would be like click songs. You know what I'm saying? But I think if you were to ask me which song in my career that I had to write that was the hardest write, and I just didn't really wasn't feeling it, but I did it anyway because I needed to do it, was the one I did on Rolling. I'm rolling on chop,
Say,
about to
do
drop
you
the
remember
top.
it? Do you remember it?
I don't even remember it, but I know man. Please, I'm Mr. You got
Oh,
G's, man. Please, I'm Mr. Freeze. I got the beats to keep you blowing on trees. Got them hoes on their knees. I'm as cold as Mr. Freeze.
go back and
Right?
listen to
So,
it,
so
y'all. Y'all go back and listen to it. Shadow, shadow. Yeah, you did get
you
down
got
on that.
G's, man. Please, I got.
Okay, stop.
I
That's
forgot,
it.
man.
Cut it out, man. I don't want to make you say it. You're all right. You sound better on the track anyway. But
Oh man,
I hope we
churches is
answer. I hope
sexy.
we answer your question mixed by Vic 713. I hope we. Monster says churches in
Good
session.
question.
Take notes, y'all. What else we got? And I got some more coming. What's up, Grim and Shadow? Florida said. Thank y'all for joining, man. Every Thursday, Grim and Shadow Show. It's just two twins talking shit, or shooting the shit. Um, he said, would y'all ever make a big COG 79 said, and we keep y'all. It's always a crowd participation. That's why we gotta do that Zoom show, Shadow. We tweaking it. Big COG 79 said, would y'all ever make a I Am Your Future 2? Part two. I started writing that, believe it or not. I got through the first few lines, and I'll tell you what. Of course, the first line will be, "I'm gonna take you back to 1990." I was, bro. So I took it 10 years more, and shit. I already got a write a part three for the 2000s.
Well, I would like to do a video to the original one first, for one. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah,
To do a
you're
set
gonna pay for it too. Well, I guess
for real.
cricket.
You seriously, bro? You know I've been paying for everything, dog. What the fuck you mean?
I'm just saying, when are you gonna pay for it? Like
Are you gonna
you're
pay for it,
stalling.
bro?
You're
That's
stalling while you're
locker room.
balling. You're
That's a locker
stalling while you're
room.
balling. I'm Screw. If I am Screw has the next question, we got to get through it. Shadows, 15 minutes left. If SPM would have never gotten locked up, would things be different for Houston's rap game? Okay, that's a question. Honestly, let me ask you that quick. Answer that question. Definitely, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely,
How?
because he was in a position, and he had his company in a position that was taken over and took over, really had already taken over. And I think that was part of the reason why. You got to understand, man, we're not a political show, but I believe there was a lot of politics involved in that move. And they took my brother and I brother away from us. He was our brother, man, and he is our brother.
Let me answer that question. Let me tell you something. That's a good question. I'm screwed. First of all, if SPM would have never got locked up, would things have been different in the Houston rap game? I don't think. Yes, it's to be honest with. But here's the thing: knowing, talking to my brother, talking to SP, saying I know he wants more. He wants to put a film industry here. What I'm saying, especially if we would have came up and he was during the time when the internet was coming. I mean, he'd be on top of his game. He's got his website now. I think he'd be just as big as a mogul as probably what a Jay-Z did over there in New York that would have done here probably in Texas. He would have branched his brand would have got bigger and bigger, and he would have dabbed into not only music but the film, the
Oh yeah,
podcasting,
oh yeah,
the
oh yeah,
the whole, and he would have probably made avenues
yeah.
for more Mexicanos
Oh,
because that's
definitely.
what
That was
for for
he was
for
already
to
doing that, Shadow.
to get into film and to get into dance and to get into art and to get into the whole. So it was going to be an avenue, which maybe when he gets out soon, saying that's going to be his
God
his
willing, and God
role,
praying, man. We're praying for him, and we
domination.
hope he gets out. And he's up for parole very soon, and that'd be great because honestly,
That'd
just
be
between
great.
and me
I
and
think he'll
Shadow, I've
dominate.
said this before. Uh, I've known Carlos since before rap. Okay, let's be honest. We've known Carlos in the neighborhood for years, and Bert, rest in peace, my brother Bert, and Joey T, and all of us. We ran around, and seen each other in the neighborhood. And I don't believe Carlos did what they say he did, and why he's been locked up for 20 plus years. And like I said before, man, they took our brother away from us.
Facts.
And I think it was a little, not, we're not political, but I think it was a little political. And they didn't
It was
appreciate the
more than
things he was
political. It
saying
was
at
it
the
was
time. He was very vocal for the Mexican American community, especially where he came from. He said things against the authorities that maybe they didn't like,
Yeah.
and by the time they
He
got him
spoke his
they got him in a
mind. He
in a
spoke his
fix.
mind. He was a Mexican Tupac. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he was speaking his mind. He was doing his thing, and they shut him up. They knew how to do it, and they did it strategically. And that's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And they took care of business. But you know what? It didn't even stop it. The dude was still getting his, brand and his voice made even in there. You know what I'm saying?
And God
So,
bless him.
I
And God
mean,
bless him. And you know what? I love Carlos, man. And
God,
what I
God
love
be with
about
him. You know what
Carlos
I'm saying?
Shadow, not to
I
cut
love
you
him.
off, but we talk to him. You talk to him a lot more than I do. He hasn't changed much. Saying for good or for bad. Saying I love him, man, but he hasn't changed. And what I'm saying is that he is who he is. And again, I don't believe any of what they say he did because I've known him for years, bro. I've known him a lot longer than a lot of people that have been around him in the music
Before,
industry.
as
Okay,
before the rap game.
yeah, but I mean, we can go back and that's a whole nother show. But to answer the question, if SPM would have never gotten locked up, would things have been different for Houston's rap game? And saying we said all that to say this, can you imagine, bro,
Yeah,
the team that
bro,
he
be
put
another.
together? I mean, there's no limit. There's rap a lot. and there's Dope House Records. No, he modeled his whole thing after what the successes of others like No Limit and Rap a Lot, and and I can go down the line.
I
I could
mean,
talk about Swisher House and everything in between. But what I'm saying is they modeled each other off of each other, being hustlers that they were, H-Town hustlers in Houston. That that.
there's no, bro, Paul. There's no, you can't even imagine what it would be because he was on the momentum he was on already. You know what I'm saying, was too much, and they that's why they put him under the ground. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not on the ground. That's why they put him in the dungeon. You know what I'm saying? Like bro. He was so his influence was strong at the time. It still is.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? If he gets out, sooner, if he gets out this, when he does get to the point where he can, be, do shows, do books, do movies, do documentaries, do it flourish. I guarantee you, if he comes out, he's gonna dominate the game again. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna make it.
well, That's
That's my
that is
opinion.
to be seen because like we always say, man, we're realists at the same time. We're also we're Pisces, so we're dreamers as well, but we're also real. And I pray for him, and God bless him, man. I hope he does get out. And I hope that he does carry himself not for himself and his family, and whatever falls, let the chips fall where they may fall. But at the same time, man, there's a lot of things that are going to go on when he gets out. Let's just get real on a personal level. You know,
Let's just see if he makes you move back. He said if he gets out, he's gonna make sure that you move back to H Town.
he's going to move me back. Nah, you got
Yeah,
to
you
understand and see what I
get
think, and not to go crazy, but that's where he's got to catch up in time, bro. He's got to catch up with the times. I mean, we're gonna help him because that's our brother, right? We're gonna be like, hey, bro, this is how it works. Everything is virtual. You know what I'm saying? We got a Zoom show coming. We got a whole nother way of life. I can be at the studio from right here. And that's how we knocked out the whole album. By the way, go get the album, Grim and Shadow since day one. Don't just stream this shit, man. Buy the motherfucking shit. Download it. But that's how we did the whole album, right? This is how we do things, man. This is how we're doing this show now. You're at home, I'm at home, and he's got to catch up with. And I'm
but,
comfortable.
but
If you know what he's gonna have to do to get me to go to Houston. And I miss my family. I miss y'all, and I want to be y'all around. But y'all could drive all the way 288 miles. That's all it is.
it's not that far.
You know what I'm saying? So
Mateo DFW said if he do a concert when he gets out, if SPN does a concert, he's gonna sell out quick. Yeah, I could. He's already said in his podcast. I think they were talking about first, what he would do first, and this that. His first concert would definitely be in the H. You know what I'm saying? What his second concert would
hey,
be
I can't wait
enjoying
till
to
he gets
find
out.
out.
I mean, he's been our brother through, like I said, ups and downs, man. I love him, man. I still love him. There's a lot of things, there's a lot of things that gotta be talked about, whenever he gets home, and that's personal. That's behind closed. That's locker room.
You know what more than anything that I'm more I want him to tell his side of the story. A lot of people have had their
I
chance to
can't
say
wait, bro.
their side of the story and
Can't
what it is and what it's all about.
Again,
And
I'll
I
say
can't
it
wait for
again,
him to
and you can go back
share
on
his
his show
side of the
and
story.
YouTube or whatever. I'm gonna say it again, Grim. I speak for myself. I think I speak for my brother. I don't believe anything that they say he did. I don't believe it because again, I've known him for so long, and I was around
Too
at the
long.
time. It wasn't like I wasn't around. I've known him all these years, and I wasn't around. There's a lot of people at Dope House and around it. There was and his family too that were around it and know what happened. They know. We know, bro. Come on, man.
Strength in numbers. The world gonna see it. 713 Adam Perez said Carlos should watch the interview between Vlad and Boosie about becoming big in your home city. That's a good interview.
Short Cuz got a question.
I'm gonna check
This
that
question
out.
got about 5 4
Short
minutes.
cut. What's up?
Where can we find a smoking fried drinking syrup SPM song? What is that?
Smoking
I be
fried
sleeping,
drinking
bro. I don't.
syrup.
Have you heard that?
Where can we find the smoking fried drinking syrup song? Is it an old song? Let's see. Oh, here we go. Third Coast Classic says that song is on the original Hillwood cassette.
Damn, that
He
motherfucker
was
came
selling
quick.
hand to hand. You already know Third Coast Classic. He needs.
Say it
He
again,
has to
Shadow.
be
My
the
bad, I cut you off.
historian.
What does it say?
I'm sorry. It says. It says, and let me pull it back. That song is the original Hillwood. Was on the original Hillwood cassette. He was selling hand to hand.
What?
I have it, but the quality of the tape is degraded so bad. Wasn't I wasn't the best quality of cassettes. Yeah, that was when he had those silver cassettes.
Yeah, I remember.
You remember those silver
Yeah.
cassettes? And they were cheap, and that's why they were
Where was that
people were
at though?
buying
Think about it.
cassettes.
That wasn't Houston Records. Where was those?
Houston, it
Where,
wasn't Houston Records. It was ah,
disc
I
makers.
can't
Disc
remember.
makers.
This maker, nah, I don't know. It
Nah, don't
might
do
have
them
been.
like that. Don't do Canada like
I'm not gonna do them like that.
that. That's a great question, man. Hey, if you want to find out any of SPM or even find out any of memorabilia, you want to check it out. Give them Third Coast Classics, man. He
Carlos
got it
from
all, bro.
Texas as third coast classics. You know how much you want for it? I
Four more
can't.
seconds. Four more seconds. D Ruiz 90 said, what did he say?
He said, "What do y'all think about Yolanda speaking about Selena? That interview is coming out next Thursday. Oh
So,
wow!
have you heard
You know,
about that? I
I
heard about that. Have you heard about this?
I
She's
didn't
about,
hear too
she's
much
up for
about it,
parole
but
too. We talk about parole. She's up for parole too, bro.
yeah,
How many
yeah.
years has she
I'm
done?
ready.
I don't know. That's a good question, man. If you know viewers, man, put it up on the thread, man. Let us know how many years she's done. What do you think about
I've
that,
worked.
Shadow? What do you think about her speaking out about Selena? What do you got to
Man,
say?
to be honest with you,
You want
man,
to know or you don't give a fuck?
no. This is different. I've worked with when I worked with the Quintanilla when AB, you know, what I'm saying I saw how much the family loves Selena. You know what I'm saying,
Well, of course,
and
of course
she's
they do, man.
no, you know, there'll be times when you know you just out of the blue. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they really do miss her. And so I know that when that happens, they're gonna be, you know, let know, things they get. I guess they're gonna be one to
30
know
years,
their
Shadow.
reaction. It's just it's just a sad story, man. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know on how to feel about Yolanda speaking about how that happened and everything. I don't know. I guess it's good TV for some people, but for me, I'll probably pass on that.
I
You know what I'm
got
saying? I
you.
ain't really
I
interested.
got you. I feel you. I feel you on that
You know what I'm
because you're
saying?
close to you did. So if people don't know, Shadow's been around. A.B. Quintanilla did helped him with the studio time down in the days with Bert. Again, rest in peace, Bert.
Rest in peace, Bert. During
But
the Chocolate,
so you were around
during
the
the
Quintanilla,
Chocolate.
really close with the Quintanillas for a spell in your life. This motherfucker got arrested going, leaving the valley, coming up to going to Houston,
Driving a Cuban
Refugio,
King
Texas, for a fucking joint because he was whose band were you in, Shadow?
It was a Cuban. Well, so it was some joint they found in a Cuban King van that was in a cigar thing,
Was it your joint,
and I was
Shadow?
just
Don't lie.
driving. No, man, no, man. It
They
really
fucked you
wasn't.
up. They found a
What
cigar
made
in
me
the
mad
back
is
of
that
the van, and they got you with it.
the funny story about it is that I got to see my best friend and my buddy Joe Medina's dad
In
that
jail.
night, and really I got to spend time with him, and that was the best part of it. So it was like it's supposed to happen. So I didn't give a shit, that it happened.
Anyway, your
It
dad's a
got out.
career man. He got you out. He got you out of there.
Dad's a lawyer, got me out. I did have to call dad though. That kind of sucked. Fuck.
So,
I
Shadow,
gotta do
if
the
you
fact that
didn't notice, man, my first post this week was on Tuesday, and I had a picture of us, and I threw up since the one day. Anyway, uh, Houston represents it. If there was what sample was used in the one day lifetime? Okay, great question. This is gonna be the end of the
oh,
show.
that's a
Oh
good
man,
one.
it's,
I'd
it's
like
the
to
end of the
answer it.
show, Shadow. We got to get to that
Oh,
question on the next
wait.
show. That's
Hey,
fucked
we've
up,
got
Shadow.
2 minutes. We got 2 minutes. I can tell you in two
We don't
minutes.
got 2 minutes. It's already
Yeah, it's 7:59.
nigga. It's 8 o'clock.
Dude, my phone says, yeah, but it's 8:01. We're done. Hold on, we got 1 minute.
Uh,
Uh,
okay,
uh,
real quick. All right. Happy P made that beat. He used the sample from the movie oh,
the sitcom, the
no, the
taxi.
movie. No, the movie. It was a movie that the one that what's his name? Pharrell. Dave Chappelle was just talking about that what's his name was in, and he was God dang, I can't think of the comedian. Andy Kaufman. But it was Jim Carrey playing Andy Kaufman.
Yeah, Jim Carrey.
What's the
Jim
name of
Carrey
that
played
movie that Jim Carrey played Andy Kaufman?
Man on the Moon. Man
Okay,
on the
so the
Moon.
movie Man of the Moon, it's actually from that movie,
Right. Okay,
but it
you're right.
was the taxi theme show from the sitcom.
From
But
the sitcom.
but in the movie, they showed where Andy Kaufman played Latka, and Happy P took a bit of that from the
You're
movie.
right. You know why I know? Because real quick, let me say this little Easter egg that's in it. If you listen to the sample in that movie, that song Lifetime, you can hear Laka's girlfriend saying, and she slaps him,
Yes,
and you can hear her go slap, and she goes, "Bah! That's for my, for
and
somebody,"
this is for my
and then, "Bah!
grandfather.
And this is for my grandfather too." You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
And
yeah.
you can hear her say that. This is for my father,
But it's
bah!
sped
And
up.
this is for my grandfather too, right?
It's a little sped up, but that's a great question because Happy P made that song. We were living off of Hardy Toll Road,
The theme, the taxi,
and it was one of the beats that I actually asked him if I could use that, and he said hell yeah. So we used it. So yeah, that's a
the
great
theme, the
question, man. That was
taxi.
Happy P, man, and he sampled it off the movie
Hey,
Man on the Moon.
hey, hey! It's 8:02, man. It's 8:02, dog.
I love you, man.
Hey,
Shadow,
I love you guys. Gang. Next week, same bad time, same bad channel. You already know, 7 p.m. Central. The Grim and Shadow Show. I
Shadow.
love you, Grim.
I love you, Shadow.
I love you, Grim, man. I love you guys.
All right, all right, all right. Yeah, what is it?